Hey, good afternoon, guys. Touch coming at you. Not much to report from this weekend's activities in the garage. The only thing I managed to get done was the floor dip switch and bracket. I managed to pour 15 that. This is a new switch. The other switch that I put in there had given up the ghost. It was epoxied together by the previous owner, and the bracket had been sort of butchered, as you can see here. Modified, as we can say, and the switch itself was pretty much just, you can see the epoxy, and there was all epoxied together, so that wasn't going to work for me. So I did have another switch available. So what I did is I just painted that new bracket up, or the old bracket up, and got the new switch. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the cap, but that's no big deal. I mean, I could rivet that cap on if I wanted to, but I think that's going to be okay the way it is. So a slightly different mounting on this as well. I don't think this is actually a Triumph part. I think that more likely is a Triumph part. So this is probably an aftermarket, something from something else. This does actually fit the bracket the way it's supposed to. There's a couple of holes drilled out here for the mounting for it. So that's pretty much the way it'll look once it's mounted or bolted in together, and then that gets mounted in the footwell of the car. Yeah, we'll get to that at a later date. I needed to get that done because at some point I need to do the carpeting on here, and that was going to be sort of holding me down because the carpet gets fastened behind that that bracket. The other thing I just did, just playing around a little bit in the garage. I don't know if you recall, I bought a set of Cosmic rims that I was planning on using probably for the TR250 that I have. I put them on the 250. I wasn't really too happy with the look. I think I want to go to a 16-inch rim on the 250. And probably a little wider rim, like a 7-inch rim. This is actually a 15-inch rim, and it's 6 inches wide. So this is actually pretty close to what was on the car in its racing days. Here's the car, the rims that was the car was raced on back in the day with the 60 series 195. These are the Yokohama A8R slicks, racing slicks. So obviously I can't run those on the road. Anyway, we've decided to go just for fun. We thought we'd just stick those Cosmics on the TR3 and see how it looks. I don't know if you can see that back one. Probably not because of that sun coming in here. Hang on for a second. I'll see if I can fix that. That's not much better. It's a little bit better. Anyway, so actually I think they look pretty good. I've got the pretty much the same amount of clearance on these. The R205s on these, so they're a little bit wider, but I think the race slicks were actually a little wider than the 195 would dictate. So anyway, I've checked clearance on the back, and I've got actually a little bit more clearance with these tires and rims. I'm not sure what the opposite of the rims is either. Anyway, I've got clearance in the back. I've got clearance at full lock in the front. So anyway, I'm going to have a little bit of a decision to make on these rims. Here's what I left the other set. Obviously, both these sets need to be refinished, but there's what the rims look like that came on the car, and obviously missing the center caps, but I do have some caps that I can modify to fit on there. So again, both of these sets would have to be sort of refurbed, polished and repainted. But anybody interested in the feedback from you guys as to what rims you like best on this car, I was always kind of intending to put these rims back on, but after seeing the Cosmics on there, I actually think they look pretty good. So yeah, I know that's a pretty dark video, unfortunately. Let me try this window. That's not much better. Anyway, we'll see what you guys think. Cosmics, or these are M.A.G Industries, M.A.G Industries. I'm not sure what they came off of. I've never seen them on another car. So anyway, thoughts on that. Hey, good evening, guys. Touch coming at you. It's Monday, December the 8th, just coming up to 5:15 in the afternoon. And another shot of those wheels. Kind of liking them. Anyway, stopped on my way home and picked up a 3-foot piece of 2-inch exhaust pipe. And I think what we're going to try to do is fabricate our own little head pipe for this car. It was a little short to make the mid pipe. So what we've done is we've cut off the old scabby end of the pipe here, and we're going to try to weld in a new piece of pipe. and we'll grind that off and make it look half decent. And then we'll connect that up to the rear section of the pipe, to the pace setter system. Hopefully that's going to work okay. I do have to shorten this pipe somewhat. I haven't taken an exact measurement yet, but I'm going to weld it up at the front there, and then we'll take a measurement as to where it needs to be before I cut the rest of the pipe. That's it for now, guys. We'll come back later. I'm going to do some grinding and some welding. Alright guys, we did our job for tonight. We got the pipe welded up, so that's looking good. It's not the prettiest welding job, but it'll suffice. Played around a little bit more with the car, and I need a few more opinions. First of all, I was watching John Kerry's video a couple days ago, and John got was talking about his wing mirrors, and I decided to dig mine out and just throw them on the car temporarily just to see how they look and if they fit. So there they are. They're pretty far forward on the TR3. I don't know how functional they'll be, but I think they look kind of cool. I don't think they need to be out there. There's different mods to move them up here on the closer to the windscreen, but we'll leave them on the fenders for now, and we'll see how we do. The other thing I got installed, just not installed, but just sort of sitting there, is the roll bar, and I'm still not quite sure whether I want to install that or not. That's what it would look like with the roll bar installed. Originally I was going to install it, then I started leaning towards not installing it because I kind of like the cleaner looks of the car without the roll bar. So if you want to weigh in on that discussion, that's fine too. You can leave a comment. All of them will be considered. Don't be upset if I don't take your personal suggestion. Anyway, that's what it looks like with the Cosmic wheels, the roll bar, and the mirrors. I think that's it for tonight, guys. We'll upload this, and we'll come back out here tomorrow. Maybe we'll get the car back up on jack stands, and we'll try to fit that pipe. We'll modify it a little bit more, and we'll get her fit. Maybe we'll crank it up and see what it sounds like. Anyway, we'll see how the week goes at work, and whether I'm too tired to get out here after work or not. So, see you when I see you. Talk to you later, guys.